Welcome back to another live and amplified Indie Fusion podcast. I'm your host, Tom Quat, and we are back at it again with another amazing podcast. We are here at Interjam down by the river, year 3, 2024. You know, we're back. We're having a good time. We got a few special guests joining us for our kickoff inaugural Interjam podcast session. We got Tal, we got Nick, we got Anna Mare. How's it going today, y'all?
It's going great.
I didn't butcher it. I'm so happy.
No, you did so well.
I was sitting here, I was just running it through my mind. So how's you guys came in from Austin today or San Antonio?
San Antonio. We left from San Antonio, but this morning we played in Wimberley.
On Over Easy with
Coach.
How was,
WVH, yeah.
so it was a radio show, you said?
Yeah. Radio show, yeah.
Awesome. And you guys are promoting your next, I was about to say world tour, but your tour coming up.
World Tour of Texas.
That's right.
World Texas tour. Hey, I mean.
That works.
There is a way you could tour Europe in Texas, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's our first tour, so to us it's a world tour.
Yeah.
Fair. You guys go to Paris and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
So, Tal, Nick, you're first timers on the podcast, so kind of take a second to introduce yourselves and where you're from, all that fun stuff.
Sure. I'm Nick. I live in San Antonio. I'm originally from Ohio in a band called Righteous Intonation, and we're currently on tour with Anna Mare. Excited to be here at Jam Down by the River. We did get passes for tomorrow. I believe Anna's playing tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
But we will be here tomorrow night with the band just to check it out, walk around, maybe play some tunes if there's some circles going on. But excited to check out, the festival and see what's happening.
Nice. And Tal?
Yeah. My name is Tal Spackman. Should I be looking at you or should I be looking at the...
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Wherever's
all right.
comfortable.
All right. Well,
For you.
yeah.
Look directly.
I'm Tal Spackman. I play fiddle in Righteous Intonation. I'm originally from Minnesota, but I've been in San Antonio for a little over 10 years. This is my first podcast ever.
Nice.
So this is fun.
That's cool.
I'm having a good time.
Nice. We got 3 Midwestern boys because I'm from Chicago. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's
South side or north side?
South Side, always.
Heard.
Well, I mean, I guess I can't say always. I was born on the north side, but then I transferred to the south side, and
Nice.
I stayed there for
Good
most of my life. So, but excited to have y'all here. So, how long have y'all known each other? Like the three of you, Tal, Nick.
Nick and I have known each other for many years, but we've only been like actual friends for 4 or 5, and we've been making music for about 3 of those.
Were you guys enemies beforehand?
No, we both went to the same open mics for a while, but we didn't like really start. Can I tell them when we really started hanging out when we hadn't seen each other for a while. We were at a friend's homecoming concert, and Nick comes up to me and goes, "Hey, go to Arizona and do peyote. Do you want to come with us?" And I said, "Hell yes, I do." So that's how we actually like started being friends and hanging out.
And you were worried about wearing sunglasses because you were be on drugs, or you look like you were on drugs.
Yeah,
Leave it to peyote to bring 2 people together.
that's right.
Fair. I didn't know you could do peyote out in the States. I thought you had to go down to like
In
Central.
Arizona, they have a few legal churches. There's actually some legal churches in Texas. But there's a church out in Arizona called Peyote Way Church of God.
Okay.
Totally legal. You just got to sign up for the church,
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Little loophole there. I'm sure YouTube's gonna love that when we upload this later.
Yeah.
I have yet to be
They
invited.
actually.
They have a YouTube channel.
They fought a bunch. They have like all these documents of like they've been fighting Supreme Court battles since like the 70s, and they have like
60s, early 70s.
yeah, they have all this documentation up. I think they wrote a book, maybe.
Yeah, they have they're like the first to do it, really.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty impressive track record
Yes.
they have.
Yeah,
So it was peyote that brought you two together.
Yes.
pretty much. Yeah,
So do you guys go back once a year to kind of celebrate?
I've been back a few times. Tal hasn't.
I haven't been back.
But we've been taking apart in some other things
Yeah.
around San Antonio.
Fair. Fair.
Don't have to drive as far.
Yeah,
And onwards.
Yeah.
So you guys, was it after that you guys started playing together, or did it take a little bit for you guys to kind of form right?
So we began the first. Well, Tal played on my EP about 7 years ago. It was a solo record I had.
but it was really bad. I was really bad.
It wasn't great, no.
Yeah.
But Tao's improved dramatically. He joined a polka band
Yeah.
and really became a virtuoso fiddler in the short amount of time that's been, which is probably 7 years, maybe?
I've been with them for 8 years now. Yeah.
7 or 8 years, so going on the road with them all around. And I mean, polka music is the best way to get good at fiddle. That's what everyone says.
Shout out Terry Kavanaugh and Alpine Express.
But I had Tal over for dinner 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and I had got all this music from an estate sale, and the music was from like the 1860s to maybe like the 1920s. Mm-hmm. And Tal just started playing it, because he's a classically trained piano player, and I was in, choir in college and high school, and so I was singing the songs exactly how they're written in a weird 1920s kind of accent. And we had a band for a while called Grandma's Favorites, where we played 1800s music in bars and venues. Yeah. Which wasn't going so well as far as reception. I mean, it was interesting. It was just very weird and strange and kind of like wasn't really taken off in the way we were hoping it might. But that led to finding some Marty Robbins records at the estate sales. Seems like everybody who's dying right now in Texas was really into Marty Robbins because almost every household that's having an estate sale has a copy of the Gunslinger album, Gunslinger Ballads. But we listened to that and we decided that's what we wanted to do. So since then, we've released a record. We now got 4 people in the band. We got upright bass player, mandolin, guitar, vocals, and fiddle. Yeah. And we're all singing, so we got the whole thing moving along nice and swiftly.
Nice. That's really cool. We got to talk the polka music here really quick.
Sure, of course.
Growing up in South Chicago, I cannot tell you how many.
Is it Polish down there? Or everybody?
A little bit of everything.
Okay.
But I'm Polish.
Got it.
So we went to a lot of festivals that it was a lot of polka music, and it was always the old people.
Yep.
So, it's always very interesting. And then now you kind of see like this resurgence of polka music, but it's also getting infused with like punk music.
Yeah, well, because there's all these. Yeah, you have this weird divide where you've got all the older acts that are like must preserve the tradition. Yeah, and then anybody under the age of like 45 who's playing polka is like, the tradition is cool, but we gotta breathe something into this, and so. Yeah, there's some incredible acts. Well, locally we got. There's the one that I'm playing in, and then Alex Meixner moved in here. Yeah. I don't know if, but anyway, he's got this crazy high energy, and it's basically like punk polka. Mm-hmm. And that's crazy. And I tour with this polka band, so I know like a lot of the big acts,
so
at least in our
like
circuit.
The Dreadnoughts and.
Dreadnoughts. I don't know if I've met them yet.
I think they're up in the East Coast.
Okay. Yeah. You kind of get like regional pockets, so like anyone in the like, well, I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, you got a lot of these younger guys doing the like upbeat polka mixed with like pop tunes or whatever,
I'm just kind of waiting for that underground polka scene to break out.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
You go into an
It might just always stay underground,
Hey, I'm down with it.
Who knows?
I'm down with it. So you guys are getting ready to leave on tour, or you're already technically on tour?
Yeah. Go ahead, Nick.
Anna's got this one.
I got this one.
Okay. Go ahead, Anna.
So today is technically day 1 of us collaborating together and being on the road. I've already thrown some stuff into Nick's studio and have started sleeping on different couches and stuff. So we're on the road officially, one of us. We did the radio show and today, but we really start on Monday officially, with our gigs. So we're gonna be doing some live stream, kind of a live stream to start, but then we're going to be playing all over Texas. We divided it into 2 parts. So we've got some dates that go until basically the beginning of November, starting from next week, and then we also do about a week and a half run in December, so we'll have a Thanksgiving break basically.
Nice.
And so we're going to be in Houston a couple times, San Antonio a couple times. We'll be up in Turkey, Texas, Somerset, Chapel Hill, or is it Chappelle Hill? Because there's 2 P's and 2 L's.
Chapel.
Chapel Hill.
That's what I've been saying.
I don't know. You can't assume anything in Texas.
Yeah.
'Cause-
We're gonna be in College Station, Lockhart, a bunch of other.
Houston.
Yep.
Nice.
And so yeah, we've got all of our tour dates posted except for a couple down in the Big Bend area. We're just waiting on a couple details for that. But
Nice.
yeah, we'll be down in Big Bend for 3 nights as well. And yeah, so it's gonna be. I'm really excited. It's gonna be fun.
Nice. So, and I'm going to ask you a specific question, advice for the two gentlemen sitting next to you. What advice do you have for them going out on tour with you?
Ooh. Actually, it's funny because like I've been on the road a lot more, but I'm kind of curious to see how they do because like Nick's really like he does yoga every morning and he like eats really good food and I try, but I fail all the time. So I'm excited because I think they're gonna be like, let's take a break and stretch, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that because I just go. I'll go for like 12 hours. I'm like, brah.
Right. Fair enough.
I think the things that help me a lot is I actually drive in silence a lot. I think that it's good to just decompress from all the humans and music and things. And I also, because you're using your voice so much to speak to people and to sing, is just cooling down at the end of the day and bringing your vocal cords back down is a huge deal.
Yeah.
And not pushing your body too much because there's so many things that you want to do on the road, and you have to make sure that you can continue to do them and not just enjoy those couple of days. I definitely had some like vocal strain this past week, and I had to like stop talking for 2 or 3 days. So
Fair.
yeah, things like that really help.
And I feel like we'd get along on the road a little bit, way too much, because I'm just. We're leaving in November to go do a live podcast out in Tucson,
Cool.
and I had to promise my buddy's wife that we would leave at 8 a.m. on Saturday, and I would have him back in Roswell, New Mexico by 8 a.m. on Sunday. So we have 7 hours to get there, 7 hours to do our thing, and then a little bit time to get back. So
Well, don't forget to stretch.
Yeah.
Gotta stretch.
Gotta stretch, man.
I try so hard,
It does help.
but
Oh, and get one of those butt cushions, like those ergonomic ones for older people. Just get one now.
You
It's
saying
the
I'm old?
best. No. I'm saying if you don't have one, you don't have one because you're not old.
Yeah.
I've got one. I've got 2 cushions. I got one for my back and one for my butt in the car.
Fair.
And my head almost touches the top of the car, but it's still better than
Fair.
not using it.
I've got. I take a sock and I put, the field hockey.
Careful, Nick.
Field hockey balls. I put field hockey balls in a sock, tie a knot on one end, and keep it behind my lower back. It's really the best way to go about driving.
fair.
That's not where I thought you were going with
Put that in the liner notes.
Is that your what's it called when you go to a show? Your list that of
My rider.
Oh, is
Like
that
a
your
rider?
I need a sock.
Dude, we should make a rider. We don't even have one. I mean,
Well,
we're running our
at
own
some
tour,
point,
so
we might have to
it'd just be us going to
make
the
a rider.
grocery store. But we should,
Righteous Riders.
I need sparkling water. I need a sock. I need to.
You give each other your own rider, and then you have to go buy
we
the
have to
other-
buy it.
buy the other person's rider,
I like
and then watch the tension build when you
Yeah.
don't find the right thing or
Yeah.
something. So where are you guys kind of at creatively right now? What are you working on music-wise?
So I joined a songwriting group in San Antonio called the San Antonio Songwriting Saloon. It's run by John Whipple. He's run it for a long time. And it's basically you just bring a song to the group and everybody gives their feedback in a really systematic way. Nobody can talk. You can't talk at certain times. And that's been really motivating because I don't really have any problems with the songwriting process itself, but it's been helpful to motivate me to get the song out. It's Monday, I got to get the song out sort of thing. And it's also led to this historical sort of type of songs I've been writing where I find an article or think of an idea or somebody says something about something in Texas, and I write the whole song, with historical accuracy, so like following the Wikipedia article. But yeah, it's been going great. We just finished our record July 1st, and since I now have 10, so we've got 10 more since July.
Oh, well.
So yeah, we're sitting on like 25 songs. I mean, we're almost ready to record a second record.
Nice.
But we probably will wait till May because that was kind of expensive. But we did find our guy. So
Yeah.
Matt, if you're listening, you're our guy. I know I still owe you some money, but we'll be back.
How would a sock and some tennis balls do?
I feel like that's the standard line to a producer slash a recording engineer is like, sorry, I still owe you money. So
And
That's Matt from Ice Cream Factory.
Yeah. Really great.
He's awesome.
Great engineer, great producer, and really great equipment. So check them out.
Nice, nice.
Yep.
And so when you guys get back from tour towards the end of the year here, what's kind of the plan? Obviously, you'd mentioned the 10 songs.
Well, one thing interesting that's happening is when I in second grade, I met Travis, and he was one of my best friends from childhood, really my childhood best friend, and we went to every school together, all the way up to college.
Okay.
And then parted ways. He went to teach English over in Vietnam, but on our last day of this leg of the tour, which is November 3rd, it's at the Jester King in Austin. His wife's Scottish. She has something to do in Austin, so they're going to Austin from Ohio. And so I'll get to see him on the last day of this tour, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm going on a session right after the tour. It's like a really hardcore traditional Zen meditation retreat.
Okay.
My wife and I are going there to do that.
I think he meant like for the band. What's
the question?
What was?
No, I mean, you're going
What are
in
you
a
gonna
direction.
eat?
So after the tour, what's the band gonna do?
What's the band? Well, we got a bunch of shows in November between the two legs. You mean
Yeah.
after the December leg?
I think he means
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
I see.
January 1st.
Okay, well, we're just going to keep playing shows or try to get the TikTok
We
going.
do have a we're playing a festival. We're playing main stage at a bluegrass
Oh,
festival.
yeah, we are
That's
playing
going
at
to be
a-
our
a-
first festival.
Yeah, and that is our highest paid show.
Yeah, that's going to be
At
in
least.
March at
It's somewhere north of Austin. I
Bluegrass?
can't remember the name, but John helped us
Can't
out with
either.
that show. That'll
Okay.
be really cool.
I thought you were
Yeah.
going to say Florida because I know March is a big time for all
Okay.
the festivals down in Florida, especially like bluegrass and stuff like that. So
yeah. I think that's the big main thing. We've got a bunch of people who've told us, like, we have a connection in Scotland we have a connection to a connection who's like, I got to send you my buddy in Scotland stuff so we can get you on this festival. And we're looking at like a thing in Amsterdam, and we're looking at there was
He
one
has a
more.
connection to the Belladrum Festival out in Scotland.
Oh, I've
so
been there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to talk to you about that
Oh, yeah, I'll
actually,
we'll
because
chat
I
about
went
that later.
there
Oh, you did?
last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're looking at a bunch of festivals, and basically festivals and an album is like all we know that's on the plate for next
I mean,
year.
our goal is to tour internationally at some point, but really, in May we had nothing going.
Yeah.
So in just about half a year, we really kind of catapulted up a level, a step.
nice. What do you attribute that step up?
Dude, there's some kind
I
of
don't know.
we don't know what's happening.
Okay.
I went on a long meditation retreat, came back, and we recorded. And then after that, everything just kind of took off. I'm not sure.
We keep getting
Why?
like we'll play somewhere and then someone will walk up to us and go, "You got to go meet these people because they would love you." And then we go play there, and then like they go, "You got to go meet these people because they'll," and like stuff just keeps like the spiral keeps continuing upward, and all we basically do is show up and have the music. You
Right.
It
know?
reminds me of like Fallout New Vegas, if you've ever played that, or a video game. Like there's all these side quests that we've been presented to us, and we're building experience points, as we move along, collecting our armor and weaponry and things like that.
Yeah.
But we just got started playing
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah.
It's a really good metaphor. I like that.
Hey, it works. It's something about 2024. I don't know what it is. I said at the beginning of the year, and like you, about May, things just kind of started picking up for us, and it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know what's going on right now, but May
Yeah.
2024, we'll kind of mark it as a
Yeah.
thing. So
It's been good. That's when we recorded our record.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it's been really awesome.
Yeah, that
like
was my
we're
birthday.
we're so excited because we're like we just started making music together. We're like we got to do something,
Right.
and we've just been pivoting ever since then. Like, well, this seems to work. Let's try that, and then people like it, and we go, great, let's keep doing it, and then it just gets better and better. And
Yeah, and I can't stress how much the songwriting thing helped, because being able to see all the people there, the different recommendations they have. Also, John Whipple hosts a open mic night at the Pig Pen in San Antonio. We're actually playing there
This Tuesday.
This Tuesday.
yeah,
But every once a month or something, he does a tribute concert where he brings people in to play specific artists' music. He does Townes Van Sant, Bob Dylan, whoever, and he'll tell me, "Hey, can you come play?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he gives me a song to learn by that artist to play there, which has also helped us kind of whittle down our sound.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we've been experimenting with all these different artists and all this different music. So, yeah, John's got kind of a little, I don't know what you want to call it, musical academy. You know, if you get to know him, you also
Yeah.
get to, learn how to play a lot of music, how to be a good songwriter. I mean, if you're willing to take feedback, things like that. Because I was always writing songs, but I think they were not so good until I encountered John. So that helped a lot, and it really sped things up.
Nice. Awesome. So you guys are leaving out Monday to hit the road, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Glad we got a chance to sit down here and chat a little bit. If anybody wants to check out your music, where's the best place to find you?
So if you go to our website, righteousintonation.com, there's a little link there you can click, and it has all the platforms our music's on. But if you just type in Righteous Intonation on any platform, it should pop up. I think we're on 50 different platforms. But also check out our website and check out our socials, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I thought it was interesting you brought up try and get your TikTok up and running or going. I feel like that's just about everyone at this point.
Yep.
But honestly, the true hidden gem is Threads.
Is
if-
what?
Really?
Threads.
It's Threads. If
Every
you-
time I see that, I'm like, what is that?
Nobody likes my posts on Threads.
It's
Well,
It's not-
here's the thing: is there's a certain way you've got to word things.
There's something I noticed
there's,
that.
There's a
yeah.
certain
Interesting.
verbiage that you got to use that it triggers the algorithm.
We'll have to talk later.
Yeah. Just
Alright.
honestly, go to ChatGPT, type in what you want to post, and say, "Hey, make this for Threads." And it'll,
Oh.
yeah.
Man, I love Chappie. I know we're not supposed to like AI, but I'm all for it.
Hey,
There's some fun stuff in there.
That's what makes you a rebel, Anna. You just don't care what other people think.
It's true.
know-
Sometimes.
I just found out not ChatGPT, but AI has this the video editing software I use. I could take a video and extend it out, and AI will just generate a video clip up to like 4 seconds more. after.
Wow.
And
It's
so
happening.
Wow.
The future is now.
just wait. And
Man,
I
that's crazy.
was telling my buddy, just wait until it gets so powerful that it'll take like this video right here
Yeah.
and make a 3D landscape, and then I can shoot any video that I
Right.
want. Like, just take this moment, and then it's like, I've only got this one camera. Oh, wait, we got a 3D landscape. Guess who can put a camera
Yeah.
here, put a camera
Yeah.
there?
Wow.
Just
And they'll get the hands right finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big deal.
We could be podcasting from the bottom of the ocean
That is true.
or the International Space Station.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's coming.
Wait,
It's coming soon.
I was about to hit this button, but I don't remember which. Oh, it's not going to hear it. They heard it, but never mind. It was- so glad to have you all here. Glad to chat. You guys are hanging around in a jam for all weekend or tomorrow or?
Tomorrow.
Anna's here.
I'm here
Yeah.
all weekend.
We're
Yeah.
here just tomorrow, but the rest of the band's coming too. So Connor, our mandolin player, is actually playing with Jake Gardner in the Rough Stock. They're playing here, so
Nice.
he'll be here. But we all got passes for tomorrow, so we'll all be here tomorrow as well. Never been here before, but I would imagine there's some circles, maybe songwriting
Yeah.
circles,
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Actually, midnight, 1 o'clock. That stuff will start to break out. And,
Very nice.
Yeah.
So
They're
we got to
really
stay
fun.
up.
yeah. You guys might
Got
want to
it,
go
Val.
take
We
a
can
nap.
do it. I have an 8-hour gig the next day, but we can do it.
Fair.
Eight?
Yeah.
I know it's usually
It's a long gig.
right over here. This first trailer on the trailer, whatever.
Where the
RV.
check-in tent is.
Yeah,
like,
they usually do something there, and then I went and checked into where I'm staying, and there's a bunch of musicians staying over there. So it's like, guess who's not sleeping at all this
Yeah.
weekend?
Yeah.
Be like 3 or 4 circles for sure. Some
Yeah.
down by the water, kind of.
Yeah.
Areas.
For sure. But excited to have you all here. Excited to have gotten to know you. Hit them with the socials one more time.
Righteous Intonation on every social
Say that just a
platform.
little slower.
Righteous Intonation.
Here we go.
No one's thought of that before, apparently. So it's just that on every platform. RighteousIntonation@gmail.com, RighteousIntonation.com. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, once again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will catch y'all later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.